Hello again, this is Marcy from Dragon's Treasure Hoard. Now, I'm sure we all get scammed at some point in our lives. No one wants to be scammed, but it happens. Now, I've had something happen on eBay that's too good to pass up, and I thought I would share it with you. Just as information, as a warning, or if you want to have a laugh at this, because at some points it gets so stupid you can't believe it. So, besides antiques and vintage items, I also sell appliance parts. That's actually why I'm part-time self-employed. So it all starts last week. This guy contacts me. Someone is following one of my items, and after a day, as usual, if I can, I will send them a discount. So I think I was asking $28.99 for the part, and I sent him 10% off. And he messaged me a few hours later. This is about a motor, and he messages me, does the motor have any nose? Now I'm assuming it would mean noise, not nose. I mean, I don't know if any motors can smell nowadays. Please let me know if motors can smell, I might have it wrong. But anyway, he asked, does it have any nose? I respond to him, it's like the motor's been tested, it comes out of a machine that's been taken apart because the frame was rusty, but the motor works fine. And he responds to that, it's like, I think it was like, full of spelling errors, okay, can we discuss about the price? And I send him back, I think it was about 2 in the afternoon when I send the message, it's like, I will go to 25, and if you pay before 3, I can ship it out today. He did not respond to that anymore that day. He messaged me back the next day, oh, can we do 20? And I'm like, shipping's already included. I mean, I do free shipping, but shipping's included, I still have to pay it. I can't go 20, I'll go 23, final offer. And he agrees, and he says, no, he waits a bit, and he then says, like, oh, well, send me the offer then. It's like, no, I can't. I've already sent you the offer and you didn't take my first offer. It's now up to you to do the counter offer. So that indicates that he doesn't really... He's not really that active on eBay. He had about 100 feedback, 2 items sold I believe, but he didn't really seem to understand how it worked. Eventually he did send me an offer and I took it and I sent it out. 2 days ago, was quite late in the evening, sends me a message. Nope, so he opens a return request saying I've sent the wrong item. And I'm like, I am absolutely sure you can't miss 2 motors, can't swap 2 motors. It's like, what's wrong with it? I mean, like, I'm sure I sent the right one out. And he sends me a photo. I ask him specifically what is wrong with it, and he sends me a photo of the box, and he says that's not what I ordered. And again I ask him what is wrong with it, because I can see that's the part that I sent out, and he just sends back yes. Now I didn't understand that either, why he just sends yes back, but he just says yes to my question, like what is wrong with the motor. I respond yes, but what is actually wrong with it, again asking what is wrong with the motor. And he replies with a photo of a motor with a fan mounted on it, and he says that's mean. That's mean. I don't know if he's saying that I am mean or that he means that it's mine, but anyway, he says that's mean with a photo, and I'm like, well, my listing does not include the ventilator, the fan on the end. And I explained to him, you just need to loosen 1 screw or 1 clip to take it off and you can put it on this. And he argues about it. I ordered a proper one. I still want to return it. Okay, but at that point, if he claims that I sent the wrong one, I will get charged with the postage cost. So I normally don't do returns if they order it wrong, because it just is a waste of money for me. But I'm like, okay, you can return it, but you have to pay the postage. I told him that he should cancel his return request with the claim that I sent the wrong one, and that he should put a request in saying that he's ordered it wrong. He agreed to that, and later he sends me a message that he can't put a new return request in. Now at that time I was on break for my night shift. I was messaging the wife. It's like, oh yeah, you know that motor I sent out with like the knuw spelling error in his message, like he's claiming this. Now that took all of like 2 minutes to send that message. And in that time, and I've printed it off as to how fast he's sending messages. At that point he says, messages me, I can't make the return, and in a time slot of 4 minutes he sends me 2 more messages with just question marks in it. Now at this point I'm getting quite annoyed. He's I ask him, it's like, what is wrong? Does it give any error message, or does it come up with a reason? And it just shows me a photo that he's cancelled the previous return request and that he can't do a new return request. And again, in a matter of several minutes, he spams me with more messages. Now, I've made a print of this, and I've like blurred part of his name out, but there is the time slots in which he's messaging me. Now I can only respond to 1 out of 3 of them. Basically he sends 3 messages to ask 1 question. It's quite annoying and confusing, not to mention all the spelling errors that he makes. Anyway, I'm just thinking that I'm dealing with an idiot at that point, sorry to say it, but at that point I don't want to deal with him anymore, because he's clearly not understanding it. First, he doesn't understand what to do with the motor, that is the same item, that he just has to swap the fan blade over, and he still insists on returning it. Now at that point, I think most eBay sellers would offer a partial discount or a refund, just so they don't have to deal with the hassle of having the item sent back. And so that's what I did. I'm like, look, you want to return the item, it's your fault, it will cost you about £6 in shipping, it's already cost me £6 to send out. I didn't say it to him, but I don't want to deal with him anymore. So I just said like, I'll just send you the refund minus my shipping costs and keep the item, because he's clearly not understanding what I'm saying. I thought that would be the end of it, but then to my annoyance, shortly after I check, okay, the item's been refunded. And then in the suggested items below my listing, it comes up with the same model of motor that he is selling for £35. So I check his items, the motor that he claims should have a fan blade on it, he's selling that for £35 without the fan blade. So he clearly knows what he's doing. And I just messaged eBay the next day and pointed all of it out, because I wanted to make sure that he actually had an issue, that he couldn't make a new return. But it seems that he would have had a means to return it to me. He was just playing dumb. I think it was his plan all along to keep the motor and just get it cheaper. So my advice at this point to sellers is, don't be too hasty to issue a refund or just pay back a return, because some people will just use it to scam you. Contacted eBay, explained the whole situation, and they agreed. It's like, okay, you refunded him minus the shipping because it's his fault, that's fair. Yes, he should still send the motor back. That took about like 20 minutes, half an hour to discuss with support on eBay, and we came to that conclusion. Okay, I messaged the guy back yesterday, like, look, we've got an issue here. I've seen that you are clearly able to work with these machines. You're like some kind of repair guy. I didn't say it to him, but I think it's like a load of bollocks that he was trying to cheat me out of a part. And showed him a screenshot of the transcript of eBay support to me saying that he should send the item back. And that is more than fair. At first he agreed, then he sent another message, send me a label. Now again, he's asking me to pay for it. And I'm like, no, this return is closed. Because I already issued a refund, which was okay, which was my fault. I should not have refunded him. And basically, yeah, he doesn't want to pay for it. He says he's willing if I issue him with a label, which is going to cost me another £6. And to which I responded, yeah, it's not up to me, it's up to you to return it to me. I think I included my address, please send back to this address. Being very polite. And at some point he sends me a screenshot, no, I'm not sending it back because you said that I could keep it. And to which I reply, yes, that was under the assumption that you actually did not know what you were doing, but you are clearly a repair guy that knows what he's doing, and you just try to cheat me out of this part. Now he said he would not send it back, so again today I contacted eBay, another 20 minutes in conversation. It's like, yes, you are right, you should send it back, but he's clearly not willing. Ask him one more time and then we will escalate it to review his account to see if he needs banning or restrictions put on him. I messaged him asking kindly again to return the item to me, pointing out that he clearly knew what he was doing and that he should send the item back to me. Because like, yeah, the person that was helping me on eBay said like, we're not here, the sellers are not here to sell for cheap or for free. We're trying to make a living, I'm self-employed, I have to pay tax on all of this. But he was clearly out from the start, trying